It's going to be a brief video on how to assemble this. So the Raspberry Pi, the sensor, this is the PoE injector, and then I also have a little piece of, this is 2x5, 5x2 angle female pin header. And so the first step that we're going to do is we're going to solder this sucker in here. If you take a look, I'm soldering it a little bit strange, soldering it on the bottom facing inwards. I'm also one header off, so it's coming in by one, and then this is the 2x5 soldering that way. And the whole point of that is when we attach it on here, it gives us clearance to be able to hit those 5 and doesn't physically interfere with this or this. So that's why we're doing kind of a weird one. Also, it doesn't poke out the other side to make our footprint bigger than it needs to be. The reason we want that to be female is because the cable that comes with it looks just like this. And my other one, I did male header, and they had to be, I soldered on the opposite side because I hate crimping things. And so it's going to go white, purple, skip one, then green. And then I believe that it is red, then black up on the top row. I'll show it to you here in a second. There, that's the bottom of the Pi. White, purple, skip one, green. And then black, red, black on the top side. This is a good time to crack out maybe some hot glue, but these are going to poke out just a little bit. They're going to come right through here, which I don't really like. That's the one advantage of this one, is that it's actually shorter. This one has a longer stubs on it, and so we can actually bend these around. It's not going to hurt anything. Now we just have to put it on our PoE injector. PoE injector, funny enough, these are the 4 contacts, four electrical contacts. They're just a little spring loaded, and they're really kind of cool because when we load them in there, they just made contact to the bottom here on a few of those pads, these round ones. That's how it connects in. There's a USB port, and there's basically power ground, and then USB. That's it. That's the only things that come across. PoE injector takes PoE in through here, turns it into 5 volts. Also connects network via the USB to UART, or USB to network hub, which is, I think, this one or this one. I don't know. One of them is a 4-port USB switch, and that's it. So you also have 3 additional USB ports if you need them, but we don't need them for this project. So I just screwed it down. I've just bent those over. There is a really tight clearance right there. You can see with that 5-pin pin header and that USB port. So it's going to be tight, but the only thing left to do here is plug her in. And that's just plugged that sucker in there. I do not have a case for this yet, but I imagine it's going to be mounted someplace like, they'll be mounted together like that. Nice mounting holes for the Pi, nothing for the sensor. We'll just shove it in, keep a vent for it. USB, or the network port, is on the other side. Seems like the best way that it could possibly fit in there. And so that's it. So assembly takes about, for me, about 5 minutes per. Okay. And programming it up will take a little bit more than that, but that doesn't. Anyways, that's in case somebody else wants to assemble these rather than having me do them all. I'll get this one booted up and make sure it works.